Welcome my dear student to Electrical Machine Lab. Today we are going to perform practical on synchronization of alternator. To study the method of synchronization on alternator with the busbar. Brief theory. For synchronization with busbar, the following conditions are to be fulfilled. Number 1, terminal voltage should be same. Number 2, frequency of generated voltage must be same. And number 3, phase sequence of voltage must be same. So these three conditions should be fulfilled. Terminal voltage should be same, frequency should be same, and phase sequence should be same. Terminal voltage can be varied by varying the excitation of the generator. And frequency of generator voltage can be regulated by controlling the speed of the prime mover. And the phase sequence is changed by interchanging external connection of any two phase. Apparatus required to perform this practical is three-phase alternator coupled with DC shunt motor of two set. Two set we required. Number 2 is the resistive load. Number 3 is the control panel with all the accessories. Number 4 is the tachometer. And number 5 is the synchronization panel. And number 6 is AC ammeter. And in spite of this, we required phase sequence indicator also. Synchronization of alternator can be done by the three different methods. Number 1 is dark lamp method. Number 2 is the bright lamp method. And number 3 is the synchronoscope method. This is the circuit diagram for the synchronoscope method. In this alternator A and alternator B, we are connected in parallel. We are synchronizing these two alternator with the help of this synchronizing switch. The output of the alternator A and the output of the alternator B is given to the synchronizing switch. And across this synchronizing switch, synchronoscope is connected. The two wire of the alternator A, R phase and Y phase, are connected to the synchronoscope axis terminal, and the two wire R phase and Y phase of alternator B is connected to the synchronoscope incoming terminal. Exit terminal and incoming terminal. And this is a synchronizing switch. And this is the front panel of the synchronoscope. I am showing you different circuit diagram of the same practical to understand the practical easily. Here in center there is a synchronoscope panel. The output of the alternator 1, R, Y and B is connected to synchronoscope panel, and output of the alternator 2, R, Y and B are also connected to the synchronoscope panel. And this alternator is coupled to the prime mover. Here the prime mover is a DC motor. Here also you can see the alternator is coupled to the prime. So there is a two alternator A and alternator B. And the output from the synchronous panel is connected to the load. And this is the excitation unit, field winding of the alternator B, field winding of the alternator A. This is the short diagram for the dark lamp method. You can see that for the dark lamp method, the output of the alternator A and the output of the alternator B one is we call as the incoming alternator and other is the existing alternator, is connected to the synchronizing switch. And for the dark lamp method, the pair of the lamp is connected across this synchronizing switch. Lamp 1, the pair of lamp 2, pair of lamp 3. This is a circuit diagram for the dark lamp method. And this is a circuit diagram for the bright lamp method. In this also, the output of the alternator A and output of the alternator B are connected to the synchronizing switch, and the pair of the lamp is connected in such a way the lamp, one pair is connected across the R phase of the synchronizing switch, one pair is connected in reverse direction Y phase and to the other B phase, and B phase terminal to the Y phase. This is circuit diagram for the bright lamp method. And now we will perform the two method here, bright lamp method and synchronoscope method. Procedure: connect the circuit diagram as shown in the figure. Check for the field rheostat of both the prime motor to 0 setting and land load bank in off position. Check for alternator excitation unit off and minimum output position. Check synchronization switch knife, it should be open. Switch on DC power supply to the motor coupled with the alternator 1. Run DC motor using the 3-point starter. Adjust the speed of set 1 near to the value of the alternator synchronous speed using field rheostat of the motor. Then switch on the field excitation unit of alternator 1. Increase it to obtain the rated terminal voltage. Measure the terminal voltage of alternator by keeping switch on alternator 1 side. Now repeat step 5 to 8 for motor alternator side 2. Now keep measuring switch on alternator 2 side and adjust its field currents such that it gives the voltage, frequency and phase sequence checked by using momentary switch equal to the alternator 1. If phase sequence is not same of set 2, and change the phase sequence of alternator 2 and repeat the above step 9 and 10. Again, make small changes in speed by varying the rheostat of the motor and excitation of the alternator to get equal parameter on both sides. Make synchronous switch close now. At the instant when synchronoscope read neutral position, make the synchronization switch close to the synchronize both alternator with each other. Ammeter reading should be minimum, ideally 0 at this time. After synchronization, synchronoscope meter should be disconnected, making it switch open. Now increase load in step. Note reading of voltmeter, ammeter and also of wattmeter if connected externally. For dark lamp method, run the alternator at speed very near to the synchronous by adjusting the field rheostat of DC motor. Synchronous switch should be kept open. Close the main switch, read the supply voltage. Close the alternator field switch, adjust the field current to give the same voltage of the alternator as that of main. Check the correct phase sequence, which is indicated by 3 lamps becoming bright or dark. If all the lamps do not become bright and dark simultaneously, then phase sequence is not correct. This can be corrected by interchanging the connection of any two phase of RYB of incoming line. When the phase sequence is correct and the voltage are same, adjust the alternator speed so that flickering of the lamp become very slow. This would happen when the speed of the alternator is within about 5 rpm of rated speed. Close the synchronization switch during the middle of dark period of the lamp, which indicate the voltage to be in phase. On checking the speed of the machine, it will be found to run synchronous speed. If the supply to the dry motor is cut off now, the synchronous machine will run as the synchronous motor, taking power from the main. Bright lamp method. In this method, the above step 1, 2, 3 are same in the previous method. If all the lamp become bright or dark simultaneously, the phase sequence is wrong. This is corrected by interchanging any two phase of incoming supply. When the lamp become bright or dark in cyclic sequence, the phase sequence is correct. The respective phase voltage of two machines will be in phase. When the lamp in the R phase is dark and other two cross connected lamp are equally bright, close the synchronized switch when the two cross connected lamps are equally bright. The incoming machine is now synchronized. This is our synchronizing panel on which we will perform the practical. This is a synchronizing panel, you can see it clearly. This is our synchronoscope meter, and this is a voltmeter, and this is the frequency meter, and this is the phase sequence indicator. And for bright lamp method, we will use all these lamp for the bright lamp method, and for the operation of this lamp, we will use this switch for bright lamp method. And for synchronoscope method, we will use this switch for synchronoscope method. This switch we will move like this and we will left it. Okay, and this is a synchronizing switch. This is the main synchronizing switch. When all the conditions are fulfilled, means when the voltage same, frequency same, and phase sequence are same of both the alternator, at that time we will synchronize both alternator with the help of this switch. This is our synchronizing switch. And beside to this switch, here are the three terminal. We will give the alternator A terminal to the main, and here there is the other terminal RYB. We will connect the alternator 2 to this terminal. Means to this panel we will connect two alternator. This is our alternator 2. We will take alternator 2 supply from here and connect to this synchronizing panel, this terminal. And we will take the supply from this alternator, which connection is already done, and we will connect the output of this alternator to this terminal of the synchronizing panel. So we will use this panel. Here is our workstation number 14, alternator generator set, and this is our synchronization panel. You can see it clearly. This is our synchronization panel, and this is our second alternator, workstation 12. We will connect both this alternator to this synchronization panel. This is the machine on which we are performing the practical. The left side machine is the prime mover DC motor, and right side machine is the alternator. And here in this compartment there is a mechanical coupling. Both DC machine and the alternator are mechanical coupled here inside this compartment. And this is the terminal box of the alternator. and here this is the terminal box of the DC motor, and here is the nameplate details of the DC motor, which will act as a prime mover. You can see it clearly. This is the nameplate detail of the DC motor, and here this is the nameplate detail of the alternator. Alternator is a 4.2 ampere. Now this is a panel. This is the main supply, DC supply we will get here. This is a terminal, and after that this is the 3-point starter LFA terminal, and below that there is a DC motor terminal. This is a DC motor terminal which will act as a prime mover, and after this there is alternator. This is the alternator terminal, and upper side and this is the DC excitation unit, and above that there is a meters. This is the meters. Okay? This is the meters. All the 3 meters is this. Okay? We will use for the connection. And this is the rheostat which we will use for the connection. This is the fixed terminal, and this is a variable terminal. We will use one variable terminal, this one, and one fixed terminal for the connection. And this is the rheostat we will use for the prime mover section. This is the fixed terminal, and this is the variable. We will use one variable terminal and one fixed terminal. Now we will connect the positive wire, red wire, to the starter L terminal. Now we will connect F terminal of the 3-point starter to the 2 ampere ammeter. Now we will connect from ammeter to rheostat fixed terminal. Now we will connect rheostat variable terminal to DC motor Z terminal to the prime mover. Now we will connect A terminal 3-point starter to 25 ampere DC ammeter moving coil. Now we will connect output of the ammeter 25 ampere ammeter to the A terminal of the DC motor prime mover armature terminal. Now we will short double A double Z terminal, double A and double Z terminal of the prime mover DC motor. And now we will give the negative supply to this shorted terminal. To this shorted terminal we will connect to the negative terminal of the DC supply. So our connection for the prime mover is completed now. You can see it clearly. Okay. And our rheostat is also at the minimum position. You can see it, our rheostat is at the minimum position. We are using this terminal as a fixed terminal, and this is a variable, so the knob should be here for the minimum position. We will do the connection of the DC excitation unit of the alternator, positive wire of the excitation unit to the 2 ampere ammeter. Now the ammeter output we will connect to the field winding of the alternator X terminal to the X terminal. Now we will connect double X of the field winding of alternator to the negative terminal of excitation unit. Now we are given the excitation to the field winding of the alternator. Now very simple connection is remaining. We will see that. We forgot to connect the DC voltmeter across the DC supply. So now we are connecting the voltmeter across the DC supply. This wire will be connected to the voltmeter, moving coil type voltmeter, DC voltmeter. Now we connect the R terminal of the alternator to the 5 ampere ammeter, moving iron type. Now we will connect the output of this ammeter to the synchronizing panel. This is a synchronizing panel. We are connecting to the synchronizing panel R terminal. Now we will connect the Y terminal of the alternator to the synchronizing panel Y terminal. Now we will connect blue terminal of the alternator to synchronization panel blue terminal. So now we had connected the one alternator to the synchronization panel. Now we have to connect the other alternator to this terminal, alternator B to this terminal. Now you can see I had already done the connection of alternator 2 is ready here, and the output of this alternator RYB, this output of this alternator, we will connect the output of this to the synchronization panel main terminal R, Y and B. So now both the alternator is now connected to the synchronization panel, and now we are ready to switch on the supply and to synchronize both the alternator, parallel connection of the two alternator. Precaution: synchronization switch should be open. It should be open in off position. Rheostat should be at the minimum position. These two precautions we have to take before switching on the supply. Now we will switch on the supply to the DC motor prime mover. The supply switch on and voltage is 220. Now we will run the 3-point starter slowly and gradually of alternator 1. So our alternator 1 is now running. You can see clearly alternator 1 is running, and now we will set the speed to the rated speed of alternator 1 with the help of the rheostat. Okay. Now we will adjust the rheostat to achieve the rated speed. Now we will adjust the speed to the rated speed 1500. Now the speed is 1500. Similarly, we will switch on the alternator 2 now. Now we will switch on this supply of alternator side 2. Now we will run this motor with the help of starter. So both the alternator is now running. We will adjust the speed of this alternator also with the help of the rheostat. With the help of the rheostat, we will bring this alternator also to 1500 RPM. We will adjust this alternator also to 1500 RPM. Now we will on the excitation unit of both the alternator. This is alternator 2. Increase the, and we will see this in the voltmeter. We will bring it to 415 voltage. बस कम करो थोड़ा, और थोड़ा बढ़ाओ बस okay. So alternator 2 has been set to the 415 voltage. Similarly, we will set alternator 1 also to the rated voltage. Before this, we will change the switch. These two main, alternator 2 means main, we will change here. Now we will get to the alternator 1. Now we will switch on the excitation and increase the excitation voltage of alternator 2. We will see here the voltage. Voltage is 200, 300, बढ़ाओ 300, 350, 400, 400, 450. ओके, थोड़ा कम करो, और कम करो, और बस थोड़ा सा बढ़ाओ, थोड़ा कम करो. Okay. Now we will see the phase sequence of alternator 1. Alternator 1 का फेज सीक्वेंस हम चेक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, बाय प्रेसिंग दिस स्विच. सो इट इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. नाउ वी विल चेंज द स्विच टू अल्टरनेटर 1 and we will check the phase sequence of this alternator 1. It is clockwise. The alternator 1 is clockwise, means the phase sequence is not same. So what we will do, we will change the polarity of one of the alternator. So we will change the polarity of one of the alternator from here. Any one, we are changing the polarity. So for now we will check the phase sequence. So this is also anti-clockwise. Now we will check the alternator, and now we again check the polarity of the another alternator. So both the alternator is showing the anti-clockwise. Change करो. इधर change करते बताओ. वापस करो. So both the alternators is showing the anti-clockwise. So now the phase sequence is same and voltage is same of both the alternator. Now we will check, go to the frequency. Frequency is now showing 51 of the alternator 1. So we will change the frequency with the help of the rheostat. We will change the frequency with the help of the rheostat of alternator 1. See, frequency is now low 49. थोड़ा सा बढ़ाइए 49 हुआ है. आओ थोड़ा बढ़ाइए 49 ही पे ही. बस ओके. Now frequency is 50 of alternator 1. Now we will check the frequency of another alternator by changing another alternator. You can see the frequency is very high, 52. So we will also reduce the frequency of this alternator by changing the rheostat. करो. We are reducing the frequency by changing the rheostat. Accurate. You can see the frequency is accurate. थोड़ा बढ़ाओ. ज़्यादा बढ़ गया, कम करो. और कम करो. 54 है, 53 है, 52 हो गया, 51 हुआ, 50. बस. Okay. So now the voltage is same of both the alternator, frequency is same of both the alternator, and phase sequence is also same for both the alternator. Now we will perform the synchronoscope method by putting this switch, by changing this switch. This is a synchronous switch. We will on this switch. Now we are performing the synchronous method. आप सिंक्रोनस मीटर को देख सकते हैं. Now both the alternators synchronize. By synchronoscope method. अब दोनों अल्टरनेटर पैरेलल में कनेक्ट हो चुका है with the help of the synchronous method. Now we will disconnect this synchronization and we will perform the bright lamp method. By switching on this lamp. On करना? Yes. See here, when first one is dark, and other two bright, that time we will synchronize it. Now we are performing the lamp method. When the one lamp goes dark, we will synchronize it. Now we have synchronized. You see, we have performed the bright lamp method. 2 lamp bright and 1 lamp dark method. So our alternator is synchronized successfully. Both the alternators are synchronized by the dark lamp method, by the bright lamp method successfully. Thank you very much, all of you. Thanks a lot.